Since the Green Party was first elected in Kirklees in 1996, the council's been increasingly recognised as one of the greenest councils in the country, if not the greenest council. And to a large extent that's due to a lot of the projects that the Green Party has actually put before the council that have not just helped reduce carbon emissions, but they also help improve people's lives, reduce fuel bills costs for the council, and do an awful lot to improve quality of life right the way across the district. Last year, the Green Party introduced the country's first ever universally free insulation scheme, where any household, no matter what their income, qualifies for free cavity wall and loft insulation. This scheme will save over £4.5 million each year in terms of fuel bills and save hundreds of thousands of tonnes of carbon dioxide emissions. Not only will it do these things, it will also create over 100 new jobs in the local economy. It is the most significant regeneration scheme that this council has ever done, and probably a lot of others in the country. But we don't want it to just happen in Kirklees. We want councils right the way across the country to emulate this scheme that we've put into practice.
There's going to be a lot of local people employed out of this. We're looking at a minimum of 3 years' work. We're getting a lot of people who still can't believe that it's actually a free scheme. You know, it's an offer where they don't have to pay anything towards. Saving up to 30% on your fuel bills.
So the scheme here, is this going to be something that you think will benefit you? Do you think?
Of course it will benefit us because, you know, you are putting central heating on, yeah, and you need to keep house warm, but because of that little holes and some draft comes in, we can't keep house warm.
Your neighbours had the work done on the scheme as well?
Yes, a few neighbours down there and next door neighbour. So thank you very much. I have nothing else to say except thanks.
Right, we're here in Primrose Hill, the solar village, where there's 129 houses which have got solar panels on the roof. The solar panels do both electricity and they do hot water. They'll do 15% of the household's electricity on average and about 60% of the hot water. And this has happened as a result of the Renewable Energy Fund that the Green Party established in 2000. And as a consequence of this, we've got solar power not just on houses here, but also we've got it in schools, we've got it in residential homes, we've got it on the top of council buildings. We have a whole pile of renewable energy. And as a consequence, 5% of the UK's solar electricity is actually produced within Huddersfield. The Green Party's about to introduce a new scheme which is going to see renewable energy included in a lot more homes. People are going to be able to get up to £10,000 worth of renewable energy installed in their homes, which will then be recovered when they actually sell their property. So they won't have any upfront costs, but they'll get the benefits of solar energy, of renewable energy immediately. As people sell their homes, the money that is recovered will go back into a revolving loan fund to install in more properties, so more people will get renewable energy in more homes.
One of the things we want to campaign for in the Kirklees area as a Green Party is for improvements to allotments. As a Green Party, we believe it's important that people have access to locally grown, fresh, affordable produce. One of the issues being identified, as you'll see here, is at the backs of these houses, this land is classed as allotments. Some of the properties have taken on as gardens, but the land here is totally inaccessible. This is one of our better allotment sites in Kirklees. As you'll see, all of the plots are being well used. We have people growing cabbages. Our Joe here is growing cabbages. We've got full range of different vegetables being grown here and here. This is used all year round. Renting an allotment is incredibly cheap. It's just a few pounds a year. And with a little bit of effort, you've got access to a wide range of salads from vegetables and tomatoes and potatoes. It's brilliant. But there's other benefits which are really important. There's tremendous benefits for social inclusion, for mental health benefits and the physical activity that comes with working on allotments.
Another of the things that the Green Party in Kirklees is particularly keen on is to encourage people to recycle and to give them the opportunity to do so. In the past, we've got paper banks in place so that people can actually get rid of the waste paper. In this year's budget amendment, one of the things that we've put forward is an initiative to enable people to recycle more easily. So to do that, we're going to provide free can crushers so that people can compress the cans so it takes up less space in the bin. We're also going to provide free compost bins for people. We want to provide incentives so that people can reduce the amount of waste they use, such as providing free reusable nappies so that people aren't dependent on disposable nappies.
Traffic through our villages and past our schools in Kirklees remain too fast. The Green Party would like to reduce these traffic speeds to 20-mile-an-hour zones and quiet lane zones, and thereby improving the safety for children and pedestrians in our area.
Food prices are increasing. Global costs for transportation, of transporting food around, is making the cost of school meals go up for parents. And we're proposing that food should be grown locally on local council land, and it's fresh and produced in a local area. So it reduces the transportation costs and makes it a lot better for everyone.
Kirklees spends millions a year in terms of car allowances to staff. The Green Party actually wants to reduce that considerably by establishing a pool of low emission vehicles. So instead of actually using their own cars, the council staff will be using cars which have a lower impact on the environment. We want to see a lot less of this and a lot more lower emission pool vehicles that will help the environment and also help reduce costs for council taxpayers. Each year, Kirklees spends £3,000 in hospitality for party political groups. This is generally spent on food, beer and Christmas parties for political groups and their supporters. The Green Party would end this practice and make sure that money is spent on things that people want to spend the money on and not on hospitality for politicians. Thank you. I'm proud of what we've been able to achieve in Kirklees. We've got more jobs in the local area. We've helped protect the environment. We've made the council more efficient. We've reduced its costs. We've helped save fuel bills for people right the way across Kirklees, helped save millions of pounds. So we had a real impact. We've had a real impact on people's quality of life. So if you want to see more of this, if you want to see more of it for your council, for Kirklees, then vote Green.